So how are you guys? I am back again with a very fun and exciting new video, which is, what if Naruto video started. Do like, share and subscribe to the channel and comment down your favorite part. Your one like and one subscribe motivate me to upload more fanfic like these for you all. So without any waste of time, now let's start the fanfic. Naruto is standing in Hiruzen's office completely unaware of what's going on. Gigi, what's up? You got another mission for me? Hiruzen nods. He's been debating this for a while now. Not only is this a big step down for Naruto, he will have to fit in with the other academy students, and he's not exactly Mr. Sociable. Naruto, please take off your mask. Naruto looks at Hiruzen funny but nods and takes off his mask. There stands a 12-year-old blonde boy with whisker-like marks on each cheeks with blue eyes. To most he would seem a normal 12-year-old if he wasn't wearing the ANBU uniform, but Naruto is far from normal. He's the Jinchuriki of the 9-tailed fox Kyuubi. He's also been a member of ANBU since he was 8. He's no stranger to danger. He's one of Hiruzen's most dangerous but trusted ANBU who's had his fair share of battles over the years. He's also the youngest, and that has cost the lives of many of his victims as they underestimated him. In other words, Naruto is no stranger to death. Naruto looks at Hiruzen, who seems to be deep in thought. Is everything okay? Gigi, you're not thinking of making me Hokage already, are you? Hiruzen chuckles. Not yet, my boy, you still need a bit of tweaking, if you know what I mean. Naruto nods. So what's got you deep in thought, if not to make me Hokage? Hiruzen sighs. I have been asked to give you a mission. A mission I'd rather not give you for many reasons, but the council thinks it's necessary. Naruto nods, but inwardly he's confused, so he speaks his mind as he usually does. Shouldn't you, being the Hokage, sort of overrule them? They can't give out missions, can they? They never have before. Hiruzen nods. I can, but I also kind of agree that your mission is important. Naruto nods. I understand. So what's the mission? Hiruzen sighs. You will have to join the academy. Your mission is to watch Sasuke Uchiha. We know he wants revenge and he's unstable. We want you to watch him. He craves power and he's a major flight risk. We still need the Sharingan, so it would be in his best interests to remain here. But there is also a secondary objective, and this is one that's tough. You will have to interact with kids your own age. You're still a child, Naruto, even if you've seen more death than a child your age. Now I don't want you to go overboard. You far surpass everyone in the academy, but I don't want you to act useless. Naruto groans. Why don't we just kill the Uchiha brat and be done with it? He can't betray the leaf if he's dead. Hiruzen sighs, knowing that Naruto is very blunt and speaks his mind a bit too much. That may be true, but I don't think we've got to the stage where killing him is necessary. He then lights his pipe and places it in his mouth before blowing on it before he continues. Now you will join for the last year and will graduate with the others' kids. Most are clan heirs, so this will be an interesting generation. Now when you graduate you will be teamed with Sasuke under Kakashi. From how the academy Sakura Haruno shows most potential in smarts, but focuses too much on being near Sasuke. Still, I will arrange it for the three of you if it all remains the same to be on a team together. Naruto sighs, knowing this mission will totally suck. You're kidding me? Not only do I have to baby this arrogant stuck-up god complex, I'm better than everyone else wanker, but I'll have to deal with fangirls. Seriously, Gigi, just let me kill Sasuke or let me kill myself. Hiruzen smirks. Sorry, no can do, but if he does betray the leaf you are to terminate him, no questions asked. Do not hesitate to do it. Wait, what am I thinking? You never hesitate. Naruto nods, but inwardly he's fuming. This is a complete joke to him. Damn stupid council. So I will have my own apartment, at least I might sleep decently. I mean, the walls are so thin in ANBU headquarters, the snoring keeps me awake. Hiruzen chuckles. Yes, I can see how that's would be annoying. You can keep your sword, by the way, you did earn it. Just don't kill your teammates, well, unless he tries to turn tail and run away. And then he chuckles again, knowing this will irritate Naruto further. You will be doing D-rank missions like capturing Tora again, just don't kill it. Naruto scoffs. Gigi, I hate you right now, is that all? Hiruzen smokes on his pipe and smiles at Naruto, the boy who's like his grandson even if he already has one in Konohamaru. Yes, that is all. Just arrive at the academy at 9 a.m. tomorrow, and once again no killing anyone at least until you do C-ranked missions. Naruto growls but leaves the room and Hiruzen chuckles. I worry for that boy. Naruto makes his way to the ANBU headquarters and meets Yugao, his mentor. She smirks. So what did Hokage-sama want? Naruto growls. I have been reassigned to babysitting that brat Uchiha. The council fears he could betray the leaf. I said we should just kill the Uchiha brat and be done with it, but Gigi said no, I also have to socialize. Can you believe that snobby little brats and fangirls? Man, karma's a bitch. Yugao chuckles and hugs Naruto. Naruto sighs but lets her hug him. She's like a big sister to him after all, as well as his mentor and teacher. Don't worry Naruto-kun, maybe you'll meet a nice girl to help relieve some stress from putting up with the Uchiha and his fangirls. I've heard he has a lot. Naruto sighs. You're just enjoying my discomfort, aren't you? And I still say we should just kill him and be done with it. Yugao grins. Naruto-kun is only a kid, and yes, I enjoy tormenting you because it's so much fun and I get a kick out of seeing you angry. You make such a cute face, it's adorable. Naruto sighs and rolls his eyes at his big sister's childish antics. Yay. A brat with a superiority complex. The only Uchiha I ever liked was, well, you know, and look what happened to him. Yugao nods. So you want me to help you move in? Naruto shakes his head. You have a mission, remember? She groans. Oh yeah, that damn escort mission with that slob. I tell you, if he tries anything I'll chop off his little friend. Naruto smirks. I know only Hayate can have that pleasure of being with you, right? Yugao pouts then grins at him. Why are you jealous? Naruto looks at her in confusion. Are you kidding me? You're like a sister to me. She pouts again. Naruto-kun, even though that's sweet, don't you think I'm pretty? Naruto sighs. Why do you always do this? Fine, yes, you're beautiful. You happy now? I need to pack. She grins. Thanks, little bro, your words will get me through the next mission. Naruto just scoffs. Whatever, I heard the guy likes to fantasize about women. He'll probably be undressing you with his eyes. I'll leave you with that sickening thought. Yugao is gobsmacked. Crap. And I thought it couldn't get any worse. Damn you, Naruto-kun. She just hears a chuckle come from her little brother and groans. Naruto finishes packing. He's already been given a key to his new apartment. He'll place seals all over his place later. He says his goodbyes and leaves. He arrives at his apartment and groans. Seriously, what the hell, this place is a dump. He then sits down and plans what he's going to do. He can't believe he's going back to the damn academy. The next day Naruto wakes up at 6 am. He groans, forgetting that he could have slept another 2 hours but forgot to change his damn clock. He groans again and reluctantly gets out of bed. He's only in boxers. He's too old for pajamas. He enters the bathroom and looks in the mirror and immediately groans, seeing the scars the damn fox used to heal him without leaving scars. Now he doesn't. He says scars are a badge of honor. Naruto steps in the shower and turns on the water. Badge of honor my ass. He's not the one who has to walk around with these damn scars. Even though Yugao says they're sexy, I still don't get her at all. I don't get women. After the shower, he gets dressed in black ANBU pants and a black long-sleeved top with fingerless gloves and ninja boots. He eats his breakfast, not ramen, then just sits there using a whetstone to sharpen his katana. 2 hours later he goes to leaves his apartment. He puts on his coat, with the hood up. Along with his coat he has his katana that's strapped to his back. He groans before he walks to the academy. He walks slowly so he misses everyone. He's never had time for anyone but his buddies in ANBU. He gets a few people staring at him but he ignores them. They can't see his face and for that he's glad. It's such a pain having to hide his face, but it's better than having to hear the villagers and their BS. Meanwhile, as Naruto's heading to the academy, everyone's in the academy already when Iruka Yumino steps into the class. Quiet. Everyone shuts up and Iruka smiles. Good. Now there is a new student. He should be here shortly. To be honest, I'm not sure why he's starting now, but oh well. Just then the door opens and Naruto steps in. Everyone looks at him, all in black with his hood up. Uruka smiles. Ah, you're here. You must be Naruto. Please take a seat. Do you want to say hello first? Naruto looks at him. No. Uruka nods. Okay, take down your hood. Naruto sighs. Here less than a minute and I already want to kill someone. He lowers his hood and everyone sees a face. He has an X scar on his right cheek and a scar down his left eye. There is also a scar on his neck, a scar that almost cost him his life. Naruto has his eyes closed. When he opens his eyes, everyone sees his eyes. He turns away and heads to an empty seat and sits down. Uruka smiles. Okay Naruto, do you want to introduce yourself? Naruto groans at this pointless situation. No. Uruka sighs. You're new here, just say a few things about yourself. Naruto sighs. I am going to kill Gigi. My name is Naruto Uzumaki. I'm 12. That's all you're getting. End of story. He sits down and closes his eyes. He can sense people looking at him, but he hardly cares. He's not here to socialize even though Gigi said he should. Uruka gets on with the class. After a few hours it's time for a break. The first thing he hears is Fangirl squealing for Sasuke's attention. Naruto sighs. Can this get any worse? He stands up and walks to the front. Is there a training yard here? Uruka nods. Yes. Oh, my name is Uruka Umino. I'll be your sensei for the rest of the year. Should have started with that eye. Naruto just looks right through him and Uruka drops the smile. Right, well, it's on the left as you leave the academy main entrance. Naruto nods and leaves the room and he makes his way out of the academy and makes his way to the training yard. Just before he gets there, two bullies stop in front of him. One of them smirks. You got a toy sword, how nice, hand it over. Naruto scoffs. I'd advise you to fuck off before I leave your body parts all over this training yard. The one who spoke grins. I'd like to see you try. Naruto smirks. Gigi said don't kill anyone. He never said anything about not beating people up. Naruto rushes forward, punching one of them in the gut and then ramming his elbow onto the top of his head. The next guy goes to punch Naruto, but he just grabs his hand and flips him on his backside before punching him in the face. The leader who spoke has backed away. Naruto smirks. Not so tough are you. Come on, haven't had a good fight in a while. Let's see if you're any better than those pieces of trash on the floor. The bully looks at Naruto. Who the hell are you? Naruto smirks. Someone you don't want to mess with. I think you need a change of clothes, plus you stink. What did you do? Shit yourself. The bully just runs away and Naruto sighs and carries on walking, not knowing or caring that he was being watched by his new classmates. Naruto, after disposing of two of the weaklings, goes over to a tree and takes off his jacket followed by his t-shirt. Probably a mistake, but he usually trains topless. He then grabs his katana and starts going through some katas. His classmates are staring at him. Some of the girls are already getting nosebleeds just looking at him. For a 12-year-old, he's got muscles that would put older men to shame. Some are staring at his scars. His chest and back are full of them. He hardly seems to care that he's being watched. They're also wondering just who he is. He moved so fast they barely know what happened. The scars are also confusing to them. Even some of Sasuke's fangirls are having nosebleeds, even Ino, who's trying to hide it, especially from Sakura, who'd just make fun of her. She looks over and sees a blushing Sakura, so even she's not totally immune to it. Ino thinks. Kiba comes out of the class and sees Naruto. Man, that's some seriously major scarring. Shikamaru nods. How could he have that much scarring? He's our age, right? Still, he knows what he's doing with that blade. And did you see how he disposed of Meizo and Kentage, and make Roshi piss and shit himself? Even I could feel the killing intent coming off Naruto. Kiba smirks. Seems the girls are liking the show. Look at them, some are even drooling. They've known him what, 2 hours? Choji nods. Still, he's strong. I wouldn't want to piss him off. Shino, the usually quiet one, speaks. There is something about him, something he's keeping from everyone. Shikamaru nods. I get that vibe. Ino looks over. What are you four talking about? What vibe? Shikamaru just shrugs and Ino rolls her eyes and looks away. Sasuke walks past them. Naruto Uzumaki, fight me. Naruto doesn't look at him but smirks. Oh, I so want to beat the crap out of him. Babysitting this arsehole. He stops swinging his sword and turns to Sasuke. Why would I waste my time with trash like you, Sasuke Uchiha? Sasuke smirks, afraid I'd kick your ass. Naruto scoffs, hardly I could beat you blindfolded, but it would probably upset your fangirls now, wouldn't it? Sasuke scoffs, like you could beat me, I'm an Uchiha. Naruto rolls his eyes, am I supposed to be impressed? Do you honestly think all that? I'm the last Uchiha bullshit makes me feel sorry for you. You're pathetic, you're arrogant, and your superiority complex is your downfall. Because deep down you're nothing but a sniveling runt, nothing more, and that's all you'll ever be, that last of a clan, nothing more. Sasuke snaps and runs at Naruto, who tosses his katana next to his clothes. Sasuke starts throwing punches and kicks at Naruto, who dodges every attack into everyone. He's doing it effortlessly. He also seems to be enjoying tormenting Sasuke, and Kiba's loving it as some of the other guys in the class. Sasuke is getting more pissed off though, as he can't believe he can't hit this nobody who dares insult him and his clan. Fight me, coward. Naruto yawns, did you say something? Sasuke scowls, you think you're so tough, don't you? Naruto yawns again, I don't think it, I know I am. Let me guess, that was your best. I thought you were supposed to be good at taijutsu. You must not be the great Sasuke Uchiha, then you must be his twin, lame-ass talentless, Uchiha. Sasuke smirks, oh, I'm not done ye. Before he can continue, Naruto rushes in, elbows him in the gut, rams his fist in his shoulder, then uses his leg to sweep him off his feet before punching him in the face, knocking him out. Naruto walks away from Sasuke and shakes his head. That was easy, Uchiha, I hardly even used a fifth of my power. He walks over to his sword and sheaths it, then grabs his t-shirt and puts it on, then his coat with his katana strapped behind him. Then he walks past everyone, not even caring the fangirls are glaring at him. Well, not all of them, some are looking at him with lust in their eyes. Kiba smirks, now that was a quick ass kicking. Shikamaru nods, I knew there was something about him. Didn't anyone see the tattoo on his arm? Kiba smirks, nah, was too busy watching Sasuke get his ass whooped. Wait, tattoo? What kind of tattoo? Sakura heard them talking. You know what the tattoo was? Shikamaru shrugs and she scowls at him, and then the girls all go to see if Sasuke's okay. Iruka, who's at the window and saw the fight, also saw the tattoo and he's shocked. He's in ANBU. I'm sure that was the ANBU tattoo. What the hell, Lord Hokage? Naruto's 12. His body looks like he's been through hell. Back outside, Choji looks at Shikamaru. So what was the tattoo? Shikamaru sighs, not sure. I know I've seen it before but not sure where. In the Hokage Tower, Hiruzen's looking through his crystal ball. He sighs. Seriously, Naruto-kun, did you have to do that to Sasuke? Still, he should really leave his arm covered. Neko. Yugao appears. Yes, Hokage-sama. Hiruzen sighs. Inform Naruto to put a seal on his arm. He just showed his whole class his ANBU tattoo. Yugao nods. I will inform him once they break for lunch. Hiruzen nods. Oh, Neko, I got a report the client you escorted had bad visions on his trip. Do you know anything about that? Yugao smirks behind her mask. Can't say that I did, Hokage-sama. It was strange and not like him. Hiruzen nods. That is all. As Yugao leaves, he chuckles, using one of Kurenai's genjutsus on him. How unusual of you, Yugao. When Sasuke returned to class, he stayed away from Naruto, still in disbelief he was beaten so effortlessly. Later on, when it was lunchtime, Naruto left. He went to Ichiraku's. When he arrived, he saw Yugao. Heard about your little genjutsu stunt, you wuss. She scoffs. Better than let that slob touch me anyways. Hokage-sama said to use a seal on your arm to cover the ANBU tattoo you happened to show everyone. Naruto seems confused, then he nods. Oh right, I get you. Yeah, I'll get right on that after I eat. She nods. You won me a bet, by the way. Naruto looks at her with confusion. How come? Yugao grins. I bet you'd kick the Uchiha's ass the first chance you got. The others didn't think you would have done it. Some still see him as a prince and didn't think you'd dare touch him, but I know little Naruto-kun better now, don't I? Naruto rolls his eyes. You know half your winnings should go to me, you know. She smirks. Screw that, it's all mine. I won it fair and square. I'll see you later, Ototo. Naruto nods and heads inside and eats his ramen. Luckily nobody saw the chat with Yugao while she was hiding in camouflage, but Naruto knew she was there. After his dinner, he heads back to the academy until he sees Anko looking through the window. He walks up to her. What are you doing? She almost jumps out of her skin. Don't do that, Naruto-kun. Geez, you almost made me shed my skin. Naruto sighs. Snake jokes, really? What you doing here? She smirks. Looking for you. Actually, heard you whoop the Uchiha's ass. I wish I was there to watch. Naruto sighs. Yay, he had it coming. So why were you looking for me? You know I'm not in ANBU anymore. Well, I am. I think, just long-term mission, I'm assuming. She grins. Well, I need your help. When does the academy finish for the day? Naruto shrugs. 3 p.m. I think. Why? She grins. Meet me at training ground 44 afterwards. I need you for a mission. Naruto sighs. Does Gigi know about this? She smirks. Maybe. Naruto sighs. I'll think about it. I have to go. Man, I can't believe I have to go to the academy for a year. How did you put up with it for 5 years? When I went, I graduated after a year. This time I've been here for 4 hours, and I want to kill everyone in my class. She chuckles. If you do that, let me know. I'll want a front row seat. Naruto sighs. Bye, Anko, you crazy women. Anko pouts. You're so mean, Naruto-kun. Naruto just shakes his head and walks off, and she chuckles. Time for some dango. When Naruto gets back to class, he sits there and does nothing. He hardly cares. He does some hand signs and places a sealing seal over his tattoo. He then starts thinking of what this supposed mission is and if it's worth his time. He doesn't even know if he's allowed to do normal missions. He hears Iruka talking about the Hokages. He smirks. He knows his dad was the 4th Hokage. At first he was pissed when he found out his dad was the one sealed the damn fox in him. When Gigi told him why, he understood. The 4th Hokage is still his role model and he's forgiven him, but he swore that he'd surpass his father, and if he somehow met him, then the reunion wouldn't be pretty. Naruto sighs as Iruka goes on to lie about the night the Kyuubi attacked, and even Kyuubi growls, and Naruto smirks when Iruka says that the 4th Hokage killed the Kyuubi. He can hear Kyuubi growling about him being still alive, and the 4th couldn't defeat someone as powerful as him. Naruto's heard this speech too many times to listen. At first it was kind of funny to take the piss out of Kyuubi, now it's boring, and they have come to an understanding. He will get strong and Kyuubi can stop being a whining arsehole. He agreed, but whenever the 4th's mentioned, Kyuubi cries like a baby. A few hours later, the academy's over. Naruto's walking out when Iruka-sensei calls for him to stay behind. Naruto rolls his eyes, suspecting it's about his fuck-up earlier by everyone seeing his ANBU tattoo. Naruto just leans against the wall whilst Iruka stares at him. After a minute, Naruto gets bored. Do you want to say something, or are you just wasting my time? I have things to do, you know. Iruka sighs. Naruto, what are you hiding from me? I saw the ANBU tattoo. Naruto acts confused but inwardly knows this was what he wanted, so he decides to just play along. I don't know what you mean. Iruka sighs. On your left arm. Show me your arm. Naruto smirks and shows his arm, and Iruka is confused, but I saw a tattoo. Naruto sighs. You sure it wasn't a scar? I have a lot of them. Iruka sighs. So how did you get them? Naruto sighs. You know exactly who I am. Iruka-sensei, don't play dumb. You know who I am and what I have inside of me since I graduated years ago. You haven't seen me, but you know who I am. Iruka-sensei nods, not knowing that after leaving he moved up the ranks before joining ANBU and is not an ANBU captain. Fine, you can go. Naruto smirks as he leaves the room. He shunshuns to the Hokage Tower to speak with Gigi to ask about missions. It's been half a year since Naruto was assigned this babysitting mission. Having to put up with annoying brats has almost made Naruto snap more than once. Even though he's their age himself, he's seen more action and death than they could even comprehend. He's been on a few small missions, he's missed a few days here and there, and nobody knows where he is. Not even Iruka-sensei knows. Even though he has his suspicions, he asked the Hokage, who told him he had no idea what Iruka was talking about. It's just after another lame day at the academy that Naruto's at the memorial stone looking at the dead comrades. It's raining heavily but he doesn't care, it's got him thinking about his own past. Flashback. Naruto is 5 years old, he's running away from the villagers who hate him for whatever reason. He notices the villagers have now also been joined by some shinobi from the village. He keeps on running until he runs into a dead end. He turns around and looks at everyone grinning at him. What have I ever done to you? One of the shinobis speaks, you're a demon, you killed our friends and family, you don't deserve to live, demon spawn. Naruto looks scared. What are you talking about? I never killed anyone, I'm a 5-year-old kid. One of the villagers, a woman, screams, liar, you're a demon and you don't deserve to live, we'll make certain of that. The same shinobi that spoke grins, well, we can't actually kill him, the Hokage says so, but it doesn't mean we can't make his life a living hell. The villagers and the shinobi all grin and move in to start attacking Naruto. After 5 minutes of beatings where Naruto is lying in his own blood, his legs broken, his hand twisted the wrong way, multiple stab wounds in his body. One of the shinobi even burned him, but they ignored the order and went in for the kill until 2 ANBU arrived, one in a cat mask, the other a dog mask. They saved Naruto. The villagers and shinobi weren't happy, but facing angry ANBU, the elite, was suicide. The one in the cat mask picked up Naruto and carried him to the hospital. The doctors all refused to heal him until the Hokage's wife took him and helped him herself. It was whilst in the hospital recovering that the fox first made himself known to Naruto. He healed him and told him the truth. Naruto was in shock at what he was hearing and he was terrified, staring into the eyes of a demon fox, but the fox decided to help Naruto, and from that day onward Naruto gained a sensei even though nobody found out until much later. Flashback end. Naruto's broken from his flashback when someone pats him on the shoulder and he looks up and sees Inu. Kakashi, how are you doing, Captain? How's the assignment going? You hear, remembering the dead. Naruto sighs, to be honest this is the worst assignment I've been on. I mean, I've been at the academy 6 months, and I already want to kill everyone there. I have annoying fangirls both trying and failing to scare me because their precious Sasuke-kun keeps getting his ass kicked by me. Plus ones who seem to stare at me like the others do, at that Uchiha arsehole who keeps demanding to fight me and I keep kicking his ass leaving him unconscious, but I just told you that, didn't I? So what brings you here? Your old team again. Kakashi remains silent as Naruto continues to talk. It's been like 50 times already. How the hell did you and Yugao and the others survive 5 years of this crap at the academy? That's if you didn't graduate early like me. Then there's the other problem, classmates trying to befriend me. It's irritating. I'd much rather be left alone and work from the shadows. He shakes his head. Being in the academy sucks. As for your earlier comment, I guess I don't know that many names on here, a few ANBU and of course the Hokages like my dad, but I was having a flashback about the first time I met you and Yugao. When you saved me from the villagers, I'm getting them a lot lately. The strange thing is sometimes I know what that brat Sasuke's going through. He's full on vengeance for Itachi, which is understandable. We are the same about being the last of our clans after all. Kakashi nods and finally says something. To be honest, there actually is a bet going on that you might just go on a killing spree and kill them all. But I know you're stronger than that. Me and Yugao have trained you well. SS has Ibiki. I know deep down you still hate the villagers for what they did to you growing up, but they are only scared and don't know what they're doing. Naruto scoffs. That may be so, but it didn't exactly help me now, did it? For the first 5 years of my life I had to sleep with one eye open. Do you know how much that sucks? Kakashi nods, feeling sympathy for his surrogate little brother. I can't say that I do, but I know you'll be fine. As for the second part, one thought the Hokage told you to make friends. Naruto scoffs. Yay, he did, but look at them all, pampered little brats. They have no idea about the real world. They listen to these damn boring lectures about the ninja world, but half of them will die. I mean, take Sakura Haruno, for instance. Just thinking about that pink-haired banshee makes his skin crawl. She's apparently the brainiest kunoichi there, but she would rather focus on wasting her time with the Uchiha. Same goes for Ino Yamanaka and the rest of the girls, minus Hinata Hyuga, but she's not really that impressive either if you ask me. She's so shy and she seems to hate fighting, So it baffles me why the hell she's even training to be a kunoichi in the first place. That's only the girls though. Kakashi nods and Naruto continues. Then there are the boys. The Uchiha is so far up his own ass he still thinks after being knocked out 50 times by me that he's better than me. He never will be. Then there's Shikamaru Nara. Obviously being a Nara male he's lazy as hell. He's also smart as hell. Probably more than Sakura Haruno, but he acts like he's dumb sleeping all day. Then there's his friend Choji Akamichi. The kid could be good but he follows Shikamaru around like a puppy. He gets picked on because of his weight and won't fight back, so why is he even becoming a ninja? He wipes water from his face. Then there's Kiba Inuzuka and his dog Akamaru. He's strong in taijutsu but he's kind of lazy and arrogant, but he's an Inuzuka so he's a great tracker. Lastly there is Shino Aburame. He is a hard one to understand. He's quite like all Aburame. He's the only one I can't get a read on, but like Kiba, Shino is a born tracker with his bugs, as is the Hyuga girl. If only they would grow up. Kakashi sighs. The chuckles. You know you are not supposed to treat them as threats, Naruto. You are supposed to befriend them. Naruto sighs. I hardly see the point. They're all weaklings who need a wake-up call. Even the Uchiha, for all his boasting of being the best, would probably die. He could never lead because he thinks he needs nobody and would probably allow his teammates to die. So take the bell test. For instance, it's a teamwork mission. He'd try and get both bells to stop his teammates from holding him back. He'd probably attack his own teammates if they were close to getting a bell if he hadn't already got one. Kakashi sighs. You make a good point, Naruto, but still you're not supposed to be judging them. They're your age, well, mostly your age. Befriend them. Naruto scoffs. You know I hate you sometimes. You know you've already been picked to be myself. And the Uchiha's sensei. You better not be an ass, and you know what I mean by that. Kakashi smirks. Oh Naruto, you don't hate your big brother, that hurts. Naruto scoffs. Whatever, I'm going home, I'll see you around. Naruto shunshins away. Kakashi watches him go and sighs. This was a bad idea. Still, it's quite enjoyable hearing about Naruto's frustrations. He's definitely got Kushina's temper, that's for sure. Still, deep down they're probably sad their sons turned out this way. It's now several months later, the day of graduation. Not that it matters for Naruto, he knows what he has to do, some stupid tests. There's that stupid pathetic teacher Mizuki, trying to sabotage his progression like it's ever worked. Mizuki had no idea who he was dealing with. He's been under a genjutsu since the first time he tried to sabotage Naruto's progression. He's never really been one of the best at genjutsu, but Kurama's helped him learn a few high-classed ones. The one he has on Mizuki he's created himself, making Mizuki think his plans are working. It keeps him unawares, which is what Naruto wants. He's still an ANBU after all, so Mizuki raises a red flag to him. Naruto already informed Gigi about Mizuki and has been told to monitor him. It seems he, like most of the villagers, thinks he's nothing but a demon. The one good thing is Sasuke finally gave up in fighting a losing battle, not once being able to land a hit on Naruto. He must have thought of his embarrassment or his ego kicked in or something. In a way this is good because Naruto's had enough of him. Everyone has already had their test and passed. Naruto easily passed the first two tests. The last part was a clone. Naruto did some hand signs, Kage Bunshin no Jutsu. Iruka looks at Naruto wondering how he knows a forbidden just, but knowing who Naruto is minus being in ANBU, he's not really surprised. Iruka hands out a headband and Naruto takes it and walks off. None of the other kids are surprised when Naruto enters the main classroom holding his headband. Naruto just sits at his desk and places the headband on the desk and closes his eyes to think. Iruka comes out of the back room with Mizuki, who's glaring at Naruto. Some of the kids look at where their other teacher is glaring and notice it's at Naruto, who's not even looking at him but knows he's being glared at and hardly cares. His time will come. When he does look at Mizuki, Naruto smirks. Then all of a sudden Mizuki starts shouting and holds his head before he runs out of the room, shocking everyone except Naruto, who just looks away knowing what he did, but he does have a smirk on his face. Everyone leaves for the weekend. They're to come back on Monday to find out what happens next. Naruto already knows what will happen but acts like he doesn't. Naruto was given the title of Rookie of the Year. A title that looked like certainly going to Sasuke before Naruto joined. When Iruka told Naruto he didn't even care, it meant nothing to him, even Iruka noticed. Naruto leaves the academy and immediately shunsons to the Hokage office. His classmates saw him do it. Most of them gave up trying to figure out Naruto. To them he's an enigma. Some like Sasuke want to know how he did that. Sasuke also hates Naruto. He's an Uchiha, but this Naruto came here and make him look like a joke. Naruto enters the office and Hiruzen smiles. Congratulations on becoming a genin, I'm so proud of you. Naruto sighs, seriously, Gigi, I'm an ANBU captain, you're congratulating me for nothing, you should be congratulating me for not killing everyone in my class. Hiruzen chuckles, well congratulations for that too. Naruto sighs, so nothing's changed right, me, with the brat, and Kakashi still going with the Haruno girl. Hiruzen sighs but nods, yes, although it's done differently. Usually we make it the rookie of the year, which is you. Congratulations on that, by the way, with the head kunoichi, which is Mrs. Haruno, and the dead last, which isn't Sasuke, by the way. Naruto rolls his eyes. Hiruzen then groans, you know you were supposed to make friends also, you know, not be an outcast. Naruto sighs, they're all brats. I'm sure Kakashi told you what I thought of them all. Hiruzen nods, yes he did, and even though you are correct, they're only kids, they will grow out of it. Naruto sighs, hopefully before they're all dead. Hiruzen nods, naturally, now onto to something else, tell me your opinion on Mizuki. Naruto sighs, that waste of space, he sees me as a demon like I care, but there is something in his eyes, he has the eyes of a traitor. He looked shocked and angry about me doing the shadow clone jutsu, I think he wanted me to fail, I'm not sure why exactly. Hiruzen nods then smirks, I see, we will watch him carefully, get some rest, you're a genin now, your next challenge is D ranks. Naruto glares at him, you're cruel Gigi. Hiruzen chuckles, I am, aren't I? Naruto sighs and shunsons away, and Hiruzen just shakes his head knowing Naruto will never change. It's now Monday and everyone's in the academy when Iruka walks into the room. Good morning genin, now you're all going to be in teams, now I will start from team 1. Naruto ignores the first 6 teams, then he hears Iruka say team 7 and he grunts. Iruka coughs. Team 7 is Sasuke Uchiha, Sakura Haruno, and Naruto Uzumaki. Some of the students gasp. Sasuke and Naruto in the same team is a scary thought to them all. Sakura is happy though, Naruto and Sasuke not so much, for different reasons. Iruka continues, so team 7 sensei will be Kakashi Hatake, team 8 will be Kiba Inuzuka, Shino Aburame, and Hinata Hyuga. Your sensei will be Kurenai Yuhi. Team 9 is already a team, team 10 will be Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akamichi. Your sensei will be Asuma Sarutobi. Good luck kids, when your sensei arrive you will go with them. Naruto sighs, knowing Kakashi will be here a while. Sasuke at first looks at Sakura, who smiles at him, but he doesn't acknowledge her. He looks straight at Naruto and glares at him. Naruto isn't even looking at anyone, he's in his inner world. Sasuke doesn't understand Naruto either, he hates to admit it, but Naruto's strong and fast and better than him, and that infuriates him. Naruto sighs, even though I knew this would happen it still sucks, stuck with the Uchiha brat and the pink-haired banshee. Kind of makes me think, what did I do to deserve this? I mean, not only do I have an overgrown furball in me, but now I'm teamed up with an emo-ass wipe, and a banshee. Can it get any worse? Wait, yes, our sensei is lazy Kakashi. Kurama chuckles, sucks to be you kid, to be honest I would have just killed the Uchiha brat and be done with it like you wanted, still you knew this would happen, still I still say on our first mission out of Konoha you just kill him, make it look like an accident. The banshee too, I mean she's so loud, just be glad it's not a 5-man team and you have that blonde-haired bimbo, surely you would lose it then. Naruto chuckles, you probably right there still. D rank, they're not even missions. I'm using clones to do them, fuck wasting my time with that, well I'll speak later furball. Naruto opens his eyes and sees everyone but his team is gone. He just rolls his eyes. He hears Sakura moaning about Kakashi still not being here yet and he just rolls his eyes and sighs. Get used to it Haruno, he'll never change. 2 hours later Kakashi enters the room. Yo. Sakura glares at him, you're late. Kakashi gives her an eye smile. I had to help an old lady across the street. Naruto sighs, going with that one or you. Sakura looks unconvinced. Sasuke seems pissed but Naruto hardly cares knowing Kakashi's antics for years. Kakashi smiles, meet me on the roof. He then shunshuns away. Sakura sighs and starts to leave the room. She sees Sasuke following her but Naruto's vanished. When Sasuke and Sakura get to the roof Kakashi and Naruto are already there. Naruto's just leaning against the wall with his eyes closed just waiting for the lame-ass introductions that Kakashi just told him he'd be doing and Kakashi knows that this will piss off Naruto. Kakashi smiles, well hello team, now I think we should start with introductions. Sakura and Sasuke sit down in front of Kakashi. Kakashi looks up, you going to join us? Naruto sighs, no, let's just get this over with. Sakura smiles, I think you should go first Kakashi-sensei. Kakashi smiles, okay my name is Kakashi Hatake, my likes and dislikes are none of your business, my dreams are also none of your business. Sakura is furious, so all we know is your name, not much of an introduction. Kakashi smiles, well then you go next, Pinky. Sakura sighs, my name is Sakura Haruno, my likes are. She looks at Sasuke and giggles, my dislikes are Ino Pig, my goals and dreams are. She looks at Sasuke and giggles.